Can you talk a little bit about the time it takes from, the initial LOI through due diligence, and then into the asset purchase agreement? Kind of what's been customary for you with your deals up to date, and if you've got that as a target or goals for your upcoming acquisitions?
For sure. We pride ourselves on being knowledgeable about the Amazon space, about the FBA space. That's all we do at the moment. So we're able to move very quickly. We know what we're looking for, and we can get through things fast. Typically, depending on the complexity of the business, will be anywhere from 30 to 45 days. But I would very, very strongly highlight that 30 days is assuming that the seller gets us everything we need in a timely manner and is being helpful in terms of the data. Because that 45 days can very easily become 60 or 75 days if we're not getting the data request, right? We certainly understand when you're selling a business, it's almost like two jobs. So you have to continue to operate your business and you have to fulfill all the data requests. We have two founders who are entrepreneurs themselves who have sold businesses, so we fully appreciate that. But if we're going to move quick and stay to the timeline we want, we also need the support and the help of our sellers, and that's where I think website closers and others, brokers can be helpful as well. In that they'll help you get through that data and they'll help you make sure that you're responding in a timely manner. The one caveat I will make is SBA financing. When there's SBA, it typically takes a little bit longer than that. There's ways to work with that. One is to have your LOI be non-contingent upon financing, but SBA financing, whereas it doesn't come through in a couple months, there's still, it might be a renegotiated terms, but there's still an obligation to buy the business. You can have an upfront payment where, okay, we've done all the diligence in 45 days. We know we want this business, so we'll give, X amount of cash on the 45th day, where if the SBA loan doesn't come through, we get that cash back, but any other reason that we don't close, we get to keep that cash up front. So there's a few ways to do with it. But going back to the original question, 30 to 45 days, depending on the complexity. That complexity outside of getting information from the sellers is how many different international marketplaces are you in? How many products are you selling? How many Amazon accounts do you have? Because some people split it up for different international marketplaces. How many brands do you have? Some people have more than one brand that they're selling to us at the same time. So all of that can add a little bit of additional time, as we could be buying 4 brands at the same time and we're doing diligence on each of those brands. So it's almost like 4 acquisitions at once.
Very good. Adam, I think we are bumping up on our timeline here. Anything else you'd like to communicate to our audience?
No, I appreciate the time, Nate. Again, we are going to be very active over the next, not only a few months, but medium term as well. We have capital to go acquire businesses. We're looking for strong FBA businesses and would love to talk to anybody that you have for us, and can promise a smooth and quick due diligence process and pretty strong guarantee as long as the information we're getting is reliable and accurate and there's no kind of red flags that come up during diligence.
Very good. Thank you very much for joining us, Adam. For those of you watching, tune in for more videos with the who's who of mergers and acquisitions, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
Thank you.
Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?